Join me as I dive into Phil Heath's 2024 comeback journey and see if I can apply his lessons to my own fitness goals. Phil Heath is a legendary bodybuilder who has won the Mr. Olympia title a record-tying 7 times. With a physique that's both massive and aesthetically pleasing, he's an inspiration to many in the fitness community. And after a brief retirement, he's announced his plans to return to the stage in 2024. As a fan, I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table this time around. When an athlete decides to come out of retirement, they often face a multitude of challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is getting back into physical condition. After taking a break from intense training and dieting, it can be tough to get back into the swing of things. The body often loses muscle mass and endurance, making it difficult to regain that competitive edge. Additionally, there's the mental aspect to consider. Athletes need to be mentally tough to push through the pain and exhaustion that comes with intense training. If they're not in the right mindset, it can be hard to get back into the zone. Another significant challenge athletes face is the risk of injury. When you're pushing your body to its limits, the risk of getting hurt is always there. This can be especially true for athletes who are coming out of retirement, as their bodies may not be as resilient as they once were. A single injury can set them back significantly, making it hard to regain momentum. Moreover, the mental toll of an injury can be just as damaging as the physical one. It can be tough to bounce back from a setback, especially when you're trying to get back into competitive shape. Furthermore, athletes coming out of retirement often have to adapt to changes in their sport or discipline. In the case of bodybuilding, new training methods and nutritional strategies may have emerged during their time away. They need to be able to adapt quickly to these changes to stay competitive. This can be a significant challenge, especially if they're set in their ways or have a hard time learning new things. When Phil Heath announced his comeback, many in the bodybuilding community were excited to see what he would bring to the table. With his impressive physique and dominant competitive record, he's always been a force to be reckoned with. As he begins his journey back to the top, it's interesting to see how he's approaching his training and diet. From what I've gathered, he's going back to basics, focusing on tried and true methods that have worked for him in the past. Phil's training regimen is centered around building strength and muscle mass. He's been hitting the gym hard, pushing himself to lift heavier weights and complete tougher workouts. This is impressive, given his age and the fact that he's coming out of retirement. At the same time, he's also focusing on his nutrition, making sure he's fueling his body with the right foods to support his gains. From what I've seen, he's eating a high-protein diet with plenty of complex carbs and healthy fats. What I find particularly inspiring about Phil's comeback journey is his mindset. Despite the challenges he's facing, he remains focused and determined, pushing through the pain and exhaustion to get back to where he wants to be. This is something that I think we can all learn from, whether we're trying to achieve our own fitness goals or simply overcome obstacles in our lives. Phil's mental toughness is something to be admired, and it's a key factor in his success. Phil's official return to competition was met with excitement and anticipation from fans in the bodybuilding community. Many were skeptical at first, wondering if he could still bring it after taking some time off. But as he began to post updates on his progress, it became clear that he was dead serious about making a comeback. The buzz around his return was palpable, with many speculating about how he would place in upcoming competitions. When the news broke that Phil was officially returning to competition, the reactions were overwhelmingly positive. Fans were stoked to see him back on stage, and many were inspired by his determination to overcome the challenges he faced. The bodybuilding community was abuzz with excitement, speculating about how he would fare against the current